Okay, so just got up like a few hours ago, right? It's like 7:49, right? And okay, so we got here in Tucumcari last night. We were gonna stay in like either Guyman or um, Dalhart, but they didn't have like a lot of hotels with a lot of good rates, so we decided to just come over here to Tucumcari, save us a couple hours in driving. And I'm waking up and I see that in the distance. That. That right there. I didn't even know. Imagine the size. Oh my gosh. Wow. I gotta go on Google Maps sometime to see if there was anything we missed along the way, man. But yeah, no, it was like we were driving at nighttime and like I think we drove for about an hour. Basically, it's kind of cool because like actually no, I'm gonna show you the. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know that the view was like that. Wow. Hold on a second. So for real though, it's kind of weird because we're gonna stay at like a Quality Inn, and the fucking thing was like, it was honestly like, I don't know, 70. It was more than like $70, dude. Look at that. I didn't even know there was that, man. That's what it looks like from my point of view. And like I'm actually in an alcove or like a clearing right now. No, but anyways, so it's kind of crazy because like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. Bro, even that like little like I don't even know what to call it. Not a mountain, but that giant not gorge. The giant bluff, man. That is awesome. Well, anyways, so okay. So anyways, no, we were coming in to Tucumcari about like we were about like maybe an hour and a half out when it got like dark out. And it was still kind of light out like an hour before, but couldn't really see anything. It was more like plains kind of. I thought we were just around like plains, man. I thought there was like there could have been like a bunch of. Okay, so based on the view I saw last night, I thought it looked a lot like where I'm from, which is Missouri, right? And here I thought that the environment around me, here I thought it's kind of plainsy like, right? But then I literally go outside and I'm like, oh, that's so cool, the gorge over there, man. I think it actually cuts through the highway, because I think it's like 40 highway and it's like Route 66, which is pretty cool. It is really cool. Oh, that is so cool, man. Well, but honestly, that's really all I got to report so far. Again, we made our way all the way to Tucumcari. We stopped for a decent bit of time, to stretch our legs and let's see. I forget where I went off at. I think I showed some views yesterday, but yeah, no, it's like wow. Just wow. I'm definitely need to take some pictures of this. But yeah, man. As I was saying, so yeah, no, we drove all the way here, and it was like technically it was like 9:30 Central Time, 8:30 Mountain Time. Now we're on Mountain Time now. It's like 7:48 Mountain Time, 8:48 Central Time. It's so cool, man. Yeah, but anyways, hope you all have a good rest of your day today. Have a good one. See ya. So this is the hotel we stayed at. It's kind of a cool mural. It's pretty cool during the nighttime, right? Like you walk in, or like you see that stuff and you're like, huh, that's pretty cool, because it's kind of reflects off the neon. So I got that neon light there. And you got that mountain in the morning. Well, I call it a mountain, but it's more like a bluff, giant bluff. I mean, how tall do you think bluffs can be, Dad?
Check that out. A few hundred. 100 feet to...
Oh, it's a gift shop right there. Although I don't... Clint Eastwood stayed there. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, honestly, we're in Tucumcari right now, and there's a lot of, like, motels around here. See? A lot of motels. We just, like, we passed, like, probably 10 to 20 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but there's a lot here. And literally, look at that. Another motel. Or at least I think that's a motel. Another motel. And there's a credit.
In 1,000 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
We're just going to like a Route 66 site thing.
In-room coffee, $40 a night. I don't trust like that. I would rather be in a bigger chain motel.
Right, I agree.
On that, you know, and I think honestly, I think Super 8's about as low as I would go. But I will say,
That's pretty cool.
You have arrived.
Where have we arrived at?
That's like a.
What? Is this what you were looking at?
I don't think so.
It says we arrived at our destination.
I think it was just like a
landmark or
picture
something?
to basically take. Oh, that's cool. Got like a Lowe's thing right there. Lowe's. It's like it's got to be like a grocery store.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
Ace Hardware. Oh, it's on the street. But yeah, that's cool.
Lady said from where they're at there, all the way down, it's about 4 miles. She said that's basically the town. There's not a whole lot going to the right or left of it. It's not real wide or whatever, but she's like, yeah, it's a shithole of a town as far as a lot of poverty here and stuff. Like
That sucks.
a lot of empty buildings, a lot of... Back in the 80s, this place, she said, was like 7,000 or 8,000 people.
Wow.
A tiny home community.
Ah, damn.
But see, that's what I mean.
6-shooter sighting.
There's probably a Walmart.
Drive-in food. Do they even have a Walmart here?
I don't know.
Possibly.
Decent size it is. Well, but this is... Where are we going for our next whatever? And where's this one that's in like 20, 22, 23
Honestly, I
minutes?
kind of just wanted to see the town, you know? See what's here.
And then just go?
No, I mean, there's a museum here. It just opens up in like, 24 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hey, that's something. Yeah, that was like a picture thing right there. You could take if you wanted to.
Looks like a school or something over there.
Maybe like a mega church or something. What do you think is happening right there?
Probably burning tires and shit.
Oh, there's a big fire back there.
In the
Yeah,
RV
they're
park.
burning. Yeah. Huh.
Okay, so the museum's back in town, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just, yeah.
Whatever.
We're in the downtown section of Tucumcari right now, and
Movie theater.
kind of just spending some time here, just kind of checking it out. Gotta say the breeze feels nice, very nice for the morning time. Kind of cool. But no, we're just checking out the downtown area, doing what we can for now until like 9 o'clock. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool here actually.
Different.
Fort Boscombe Trading Post. That's closed down.
Closed down.
Boarded up. Why do you think they board up buildings like that?
Some people don't get into that stuff.
No.
People can still get in, but no, that's why I said there's not much here in this
It's like
town.
a shed right there. It's
A
got
lot of what was here is gone. So
Looks like a
there's
new
not much
revamped
businesses
house.
here. This to me is not a town that you can sustain yourself in. If you were, you'd almost have to work in a motel or hotel or something
much.
Look how poor this town looks.
No, I'd agree, honestly.
I mean, it's nothing derogative against it. It's just unfortunate, but that's just how a lot of half this town.
Pretty much. You ever wonder if some of these people just decide to say fuck it and they decide to just, you know, because they're poor and they're like, man, fuck it, nothing's really holding me here. I'm just gonna go and just walk out into nature and just walk and kind of try to survive out there. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't think there's anything else out that way.
Yeah, not really. Okay. 8:44.
See.
Yep.
Just
I don't think we're in a reservation right now. This is just a town.
Oh, Tucumcari's a town.
Yeah. I always thought Tucumcari would be a little nicer, you know? A little more
And, you know, like, these are actually pretty
rich
decent.
in money.
These are actually pretty decent over here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You get to another little section and you're back in Shitsville.
Mm-hmm. A block can make a difference.
Well, and that's pretty much true to any
don't know
town.
where that
but,
saying
I mean,
came
my
from.
goodness. Look at most of these homes.
Oh, hey, look at that. You got a dog over there that had some puppies. I don't even know if that dog was a wild one or not. Wouldn't surprise me though.
That's the one thing you will find, that they're very welcoming. Because there's a lot of the lady behind the counter there when I was checking this out, she's Mexican. The kid back there, he was native Indian of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Almost looked like he had a mild case of Down syndrome or something too.
Hmm.
His eyes were fucked up.
I guess you could say he was feeling a bit down. Yep. I'll be here all day. It is pretty cool here, honestly.
It's just what it does. It gives you an appreciation for what you have, what you don't
pretty
have.
much, yeah.
And it kind of should let you or make you understand that, you know, there's a lot of people living here that, you know, they're living on little or nothing.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of money, but you see how they're living, and they're making the best of it, is what I'm getting. So,
Yeah.
it should give you a much more better appreciation for how we live.
I mean, we live pretty
We're
decently.
like rich compared to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're not. We live pretty comfortable. That's about it.
Yep. I mean, we can do this.
We can do pretty much whatever we want to do.
Yep. We can do whatever we
I'm wondering
want.
what's
Oh, wait, what the heck is that bridge over there?
Well, I was gonna run over that way
Oh, we got time.
to see if there was something else over at that other. Yeah, Masonic Temple.
That's a Masonic temple. Is that like a
The Masons.
Mason?
Yeah, you see the symbol?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a, I don't know, like a heretic thing or something?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh. That's weird.
There's the theater. I just think that there would be an area where it's built up, you know, with Walmart,
Yeah, maybe.
Supercenter, shit like
Maybe
that.
towards the highway, because you gotta know there's an interstate nearby.
Well, I know. I'm just trying to think maybe they've got something
Maybe.
somewhere else. this just doesn't. To me, it doesn't quite fit right.
Yeah.
It's missing something.
No, we'll probably see that piece out there at the highway. Because
Probably.
that's where the most people are going to stop
I'm
at.
thinking that there's like shops or something somewhere, you know, updated shit.
Of course there is. Got a heck of a view out there. You really do.
A little bit more of the town over here.
Yeah, more buildings and stuff.
Pretty much the same. Decent park for kids and stuff.
Pretty nice. I guess there's really nothing over here. It's just
No, and I tell you what, you just see how modest they live.
yeah.
I don't. Do you see any big, massive two-story? That's what I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing any real.
There's got to be at
big
least
homes.
a couple.
I'm not seeing shit.
There's got to be a couple, Dad. I mean, some dude in this town probably has a decent sized house.
Well, that's what I've said. Usually, you find an area of town that'll have that. And I don't see it anywhere.
Well, then again, remember how they lived out in South Dakota? In Chamberlain? Yeah, those houses out there were pretty small too. I'd say that house right there looks pretty decent size for what it is. Pre-museum, it's called Horse History, 1966. I think it might be on the oh, that is a train station. That's right back. That's pretty cool.
Let's maybe go out this way. This looks like this is Main Street, but
Yeah, okay. Sounds good with me.
we'll go. And then they have a detention center.
Yeah. I think that's
That's
for the
for
entire
prison.
county here.
Probably.
I think it's called Quay County, which is kind of weird. Got a big ass bank right there, Wells Fargo. Yeah. Big Ford Country. That's an old Ford dealership, apparently.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, hey, that's an old camper for sale.
I'm not seeing anything.
That's cool. Studio. There's got to be some dealerships around here.
There's about the first two-story home I think I've seen in this town.
Yeah.
A decent size one.
These look like they're
There's another one.
more
I'm just
decent
saying, there's
size.
not much, son. These are big homes compared to what most of all the other shit we've seen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow. I'm just saying there's got to be more modern shit. I hate putting it that way, but
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that's cool. It's a brick home right there. I don't think you see a lot of brick homes out here. Despite the fact that back then, in like the late 1800s, they did build a lot of brick buildings.
well, it was clay,
Yeah.
straw. It was I've been trying to think of the word for this. What they make.
Horse Motel. Huh, that's something. Bank of Tucumcari. Very good side bank.
A fucking bank in a trailer. That's what that was.
That's crazy.
That's funny. I don't know, it sounds demeaning, but I'm just like, really? Your bank is a single wide trailer?
There's a closer view of the mountain right there. That's what they call it, the Tucumcari Mountain. Which is pretty cool, honestly. Hospital use left lane. Mariposa Herb and Gifts.
Is this where we end up out on this highway?
Yeah, eventually. There's a that's a fireworks stand. That's a small ass fireworks stand.
There's a Taco Bell Pizza Hut out here.
Yeah, got
Did we
like.
come in this way?
We did not come in this
I
way.
didn't think so. I thought we came in the back way.
No, we did come in the back way. Whataburger. That must be a local restaurant, or maybe not. I don't know.
No, that's a chain.
Probably. Kind of like Twisters. I wonder what was right there. Kind of looks like a White Castle. Days Inn. A cannabis place. Best Western. Got a couple other things out there. That's it. No, it's just out like on the other side of the highway. Oh yeah, I think you got a McDonald's over there.
Yeah.
Got the sign, but where the heck is
Right
it?
there.
Oh, there it is.
Well, what do you want to do? It's getting close. Only like 5 minutes away from
I'd say, well, let's just go there then.
what?
Oh, just a view, man.
I can stop for me.
That's fine.
Slight right onto the I-40 West ramp, then merge onto I-40 West.
That is a lot of cool sights out here to see. A lot of scenic sights indeed.
Well, this I-40 is that what actually goes through like Joplin and
Yeah, it's
Rolla,
like it's
St.
Route
Louis.
66 pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's one of the it was one of America's first ever highways, like that went across a lot of states. So that's pretty cool. Arthur Express. Well, I wonder how. I don't know how express Arthur is with his coffee. Kill me. That is pretty cool in the distance. Oh. Stupid trees.
You get a lot better sights up here.
That's all. Get what I can. All I can. Yeah, that's a thing I saw in the distance.
There you go. A little bit better.
Dang. You know, imagine how it looked as we were coming in through like last night.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. There's probably some beautiful sights and stuff. Beautiful scenery.
Probably. Who knows though? Maybe it was kind of like plainsy, you know? I mean, that's what it looked like last night.
Oh, see all this shit down here? This is the kind of crap we have down at the lake.
The
Same
bushes?
setup.
The soil.
The soil content, man.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of red dirt down there or whatever.
I know there's a lot of like red dirt down in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, that's red. That's like a brown red.
Yeah, I think it's more like a sand, honestly. But I don't know though. What license plate was that? Was that like? It looked like
Specialty
blue.
plate. So, Kuala tribe or something like that.
Oh. That's cool. That's pretty cool. You know, I guarantee you got thistles out here. Because that seems like a pretty hardy plant. You know what
Very
I'm talking
hardy
about, right?
plants. Don't need hardly any water, yes. And when it blooms out,
Do you think they're up in Canada?
I don't know.
Maybe like on like that like low southern portion next to the lakes.
Possibly.
You never know. Maybe it's up in Alaska. Who knows? I know they're all the way up in Missouri, probably up in Iowa. They're possibly even in Minnesota, honestly. I haven't seen them, but I'd assume.
When a thistle blooms, it blooms out a big, beautiful flower in the center. And it could be 6, 7, 8 feet tall.
Isn't the flower like
Look at all the
really cactus?
Yeah, see?
Oh crap! Oh, Awesome. Hang on a second. Just a little bit.
That will let you know that this is the southwest or whatever, or something like that.
Wow.
Let you know that you're
Officially in it.
desert area. Just because
Yeah.
something's a desert doesn't mean it's barren land and everything.
Yeah. And there's like grass and trees and small trees and grass, and they're here. I doubt an oak tree could survive out here. You never know. Going through the mountains, yes we are. More like bluffs. You can definitely tell that this area is dry. It's like you can even see it like with the sun with it evaporating.
Typically,
On the
Corbin, more
rocks.
cacti, big cacti.
Oh, that's cool.
Typically, it's not. Typically, this is a fairly wet area.
Really?
We've had a shitty dry time. You know, it's been high drought for this area. But recently,
It's pretty cool.
they're cool as shit. I'd love to have one. They're hard as fuck to maintain, though. They'll transplant to Missouri, no problem, but not something that would really maintain outside. It'd be something odd. The interior. Look at that.
That's like a giant like ravine sort of thing. Wow. This is what they were able to view back in I don't know, whenever the Southwest was really popular. Popping and booming.
See, like the railroad track there, how it'll cut through the whole land and cut out a lot of distance and stuff. Just imagine traveling that way back in the day.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That would have been the fastest way, but hell, those trains didn't go more than 25, 30 miles an hour.
It is all open right there. All open.
I mean, you have a horse can go up to 40, 45 miles an hour, but typically they can't sustain that for long periods of time.
Wow.
Maybe for a couple of miles, and then have to slow
Over
down.
there. Look at that. That is so cool. It's got to be at least 1,000 feet up in the air right there. Maybe 2,000? No, I'd say 1,000.
No, I'd say you're probably more closer to 800 to 1,200.
Okay.
So your 1,000 foot is probably right on. What
Yeah.
you do is you try to find like these over here. Hell, these are 500, 600, 800 feet up, son. Especially over here. You try to find you a power line or a tower that sets up there and see how small it is, or see how big it is, whatever, and then know the actual size of it. And you can kind of compare how tall the fucking thing is.
Yeah.
Those are probably 400 or 500 foot tall. Probably a lot taller over there. Look at the mesa thing there.
Missouri is basically like that over there.
Pretty much.
It's like 1,000 feet up in the air,
Yeah.
right? Dang, it's considered a big old hill in Missouri. Yeah, some of these states, man, they got like 2,000, 3,000 feet up in the air mountains. Pretty cool. Maybe even a mile up. It's crazy.
It is.
You ever think the desert is going to rebound in the future? You know, where like people are like, hey, this place is actually kind of nice. Pretty scenic.
There's a
pretty...
lot more people out here than you think. It's just, I mean, like people moving out to the middle of nowhere.
Well, okay, you know how this area back then was like really popular to go to for vacations, right?
Well, it still is, son, but you're talking more populated areas.
Yeah.
Like Albuquerque.
But I'm talking
whatever.
like, you know how Florida and California are with their, you know, vacation. They're like vacation hubs
Right.
because of how nice they are, and I don't think that's ever going to change, honestly.
I honestly think, I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, but I think California's going to go underwater, part of it, about where the San Andreas Fault is.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. As fucked up as a lot of things are there.
Oh yeah, California's a shithole. It's a nice state to see and to
visit.
Never be a tourist, but yeah, definitely not to like stay and live there.
Nope. It's 5 times more expensive to live there than what it is like in St. Joe.
Yeah. Wonder how much groceries would cost out here. They might be about the same. They might be a little pricey, considering the less in population. But, you know, personally, I actually live out in a place kind of like, not like this, but like, I like less people because like, I think there's like a line, it goes straight down, and it's basically, okay, think about like it's past the Mississippi River, right? Think of like the borders of North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma and Texas, right? But like, imagine, actually not Texas, Oklahoma, yeah. Anyways, imagine that border, right? And it like cuts through a little bit of Texas, maybe extends a little bit into Texas. Basically, anybody like east of the border, it's like there's like 80% of the United States population lives over that line, right? And then 20% of the U.S. population lives to the west of that line. It's pretty cool, actually. It's like out here, there's a lot of space out here. Almost makes you wonder if the West will ever become like the East.
Well, that's why they're saying, the world's gonna it's overpopulated. The Earth can sustain up to 25 billion people easily. There's a lot of the, considering the world's 77% water, 23%, 24% ground, and we've only we've accessed probably 80% of the ground area and stuff like that. So there's still a big chunk that hasn't been accessed.
In 12 miles, we're going to exit at 300. Figure I should let you know.
My point with that is there's other resources in these places that we haven't been able to get to, or whatever.
Well, okay. I will just tell you this much right now, right? So, I definitely don't want the human population to go over like 10 billion, but it is going to eventually. However, the big thing is, like, the main mass of people that are here on Earth, where they're centralized at, is India and fucking China.
Sure, there's 3.
There's quite a few
billion
more people
there,
living in Africa now, right? More and more people are getting up there because it's like I think it's Nigeria has almost 300 million people in it, which is crazy because it's like a quarter, not even a quarter the size of the U.S., right? Anyways, no, I'd say what China and India's problem is they're too compact together, and they have a lot of more space than they realize, right? It's like if they were to get away from the big cities, all those billions of people, and just move out to the countryside, it even things out, kind of. I mean, crap.
Well, India's got their population surpassed China's about 10 to 15 years ago. And they're like 1.6, 1.7 million.
Mm-hmm.
China's right behind them. So there's like probably 42, 43% of the world's population is Indian or Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
That's
crazy to think about, honestly. And it's crazy to think about. It's like, okay, let's just say we counted all the. I'd say there's like, okay, Suriname, that's in Suriname, Guyana, and French Guyana, whatever you call it. Those three countries, I'd say, are mainly European countries. Like, they've got a lot of white ancestry in them. Because I know the Suriname was a part of the British Empire. Maybe it was a part of the Dutch Empire. But anyways, so you look at those countries, and then you look at Canada and the U.S. I'd say the population of like white people is still over 50%, right? And it's gone down over the years, but like it's still kind of been maintained. Anyways, it's crazy that there's probably less than a billion.
What?
Oh man!
Look at that view. Jesus.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, this giant thing blocking it. But anyways, it's just crazy how like there's probably less than a billion white people out there, right? Or maybe a billion white people, and then there's like what, 7 other billion, like non-white people out there, and you're including like Latinos. Oh, I also forgot to include. Well, that's not technically.
You go back 100 years, son, and there was a lot. People didn't. The races weren't near as mixed as what they are now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You know, who gives a shit?
Yep.
Look at that over there, way over there.
That's pretty cool.
That'd be a lot better view about a mile or so up here, kind of looking back when the sun's coming out. That's pretty cool.
Yep, it is pretty cool. Yep, Santa Rosa. That's cool. Well, this is pretty much the view right now. You got a couple of cliffs right there and a bunch of
Nice little junkyard over there.
Yeah, nice little junkyard. And then you got some stuff in the distance. It's, I don't know. It's not exactly boring, but just kind of there, you know? Just kind of there. So this is pretty much what we've been seeing for the past 30-ish minutes or so, almost an hour. Just a bunch of distant stuff. Yep. Be prepared to stop. Just a bunch of stuff in the distance. There's a giant train in the distance. Right there. Well, the houses are... Wait a second, did we pass it?
That's what.
Did you see anything about a historical marker?
Didn't see shit. So.
Alright, so I think there was a symbol up there at one time. That's kind of what it looks like. But this is a historical marker. It says an early Spanish route. In 1582, Antonio de Espejo, hang on a second, and his expedition party left New Mexico to return to Mexico by way of the Pescos River. 8 years later, something de Sosa led another group into New Mexico. Something, the same river, something used again until the, I don't know, territory period. Yeah, that's pretty much the history here. But right over here, it's kind of ironic that you could see that just fine. So that's a symbol that's supposed to be over there. Sunnyside Springs. Nearby is a sweet water spring which has been used throughout the centuries by Plains Indians, Spanish explorers, and most recently ranchers and settlers. A stagecoach station was located at the spring, which was a popular stopping place for travelers. The spring was named after Sunnyside, the nearby settlement whose name was changed to Fort Sumner in 1910. Hang on a sec. If you just listen for a sec, I mean, yeah, I'm just talking to the camera. If you listen, now sure, in the distance there are trucks, right, coming, but it's like almost quiet out here. Oh man, that's some fresh air. Yeah, there's bugs all over my dad's car. No, but yeah, it's just pretty cool seeing this stuff. Oh, and speaking of which, we're near Fort Sumner right now. Gonna see the Bosque Redondo. I think that's also the place where Billy the Kid was buried, right? His grave is nearby. Man, imagine what like happened out here. Imagine, because you could pretty much go anywhere you wanted to on a horse, like anywhere, stepping on any part of the soil. That's crazy. What do you think that sound is? Is it like a plane? Train over there. Yeah. Let's go, Dad. So we're entering Fort Sumner, the town, right? It's kind of cool that there's like little places you can go underneath the bridge and walk. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Senior Citizen Center, aka my dad's favorite place, and yeah, just some buildings here.
Well, which way are we heading here, son?
Honestly, I thought it would be like there'd be signs, you know.
No, but I for like the next destination that we got.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Bosque Redondo, that's one of the sites.
So, is that the way we're going, or is this the way?
One of those things. Dezendo Movie Museum. That's kind of cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Which?
Got like a drugstore right there.
Where are we going? That's
Okay. Valero. Okay, at the Billy the Kid Museum right now. I'm gonna try to get a photo right there. But no, this is like the entrance over here. This is the outside. Dang, even here it's kind of quiet. Kind of cool. Alright. There's like a second level. I don't think that's of any importance. But yeah, no, I'm just checking the outside of this place out. Got some wheels right there. Try to give you a better view. That's in 0.5, the settings. Gotta love that. I love that setting here. Got some like mural paintings there. Or wood. Makes you wonder what life was like way back then. You know, during like cowboy times. Probably not as like romantic as it was. romanticized as it is these days that people like to think about, but hey, who knows? I mean, like, it's like, what do you call it? Okay, so it's like medieval times, right? That there was it wasn't as romantic as people like to think it is. Noble, magical. No, it was just a time where, like, there's a bunch of disease, a bunch of stinky, smelly people just doing a bunch of, like, pilgrim tours, a bunch of, like, like, chores, man. That's it. Blood on your handle. Apparently that rifle's from, like, Arabia. Whoa, look at that one. That's cool, man. Okay, so right now I'm in the MacLeod Kid Museum. Wow, this is actually really cool. Benefit and Gettysburg. Those are actual bullets. They're double pin. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That is so cool, man. It's real cool. That's an old gun right there, man. That is so cool, man. That's cool, man. Mom! I want to see Daddy! Please, Mommy, let me see Daddy! So, but that looks like it. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, man. I didn't record the entrance mainly because there's people there. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. Why can't I see Daddy? Why can't I see Daddy? You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have any patience. Probably a little bit of patience for kids, but like kids who whine a lot, like that kid. I gotta hand it to the mother. Seriously, I got to. I think she's got a lot of patience for that. Also, I figured out how much coffee I can have one day. It's like 1 cup. That's it. That's right now. Within like a cowboy mall.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it is. That kid was getting kind of loud, you know. I mean,
Kid's got ADD or something.
yeah.
But it's okay.
I mean, I gotta hand it to the mother for, you know, for being very patient.
You got through here.
Yeah, I already seen this. Yeah,
Around this side too.
that's cool. On this side.
Yeah, let's see. Look at some of them clocks.
Pottery.
Do they look familiar, some of them?
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah. That's cool. Also, I know how much coffee I can drink in one day. Just 1 cup. Because if I drink any more, then I start feeling panicked. It's just kind of weird. I don't know why. Oh yeah, you're right. Butch Cassidy. What is that? Is that the gun that killed Butch Cassidy? Probably not. It's probably just a set. It's pretty cool.
Well, this isn't just about Billy the Kid. There's tons of shit here.
Wow, look at that Winchester right there. That looks brand new. Literally. Same goes for that one over there. I think that's like a Confederate thing right there.
That is.
Yeah. Reservation hat, Crow Indian. It's awesome. Bayonet right there. 1884 Springfield with bayonet. Wow. That's cool.
Tons of history here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All this stuff. Just kind of let you know what.
Wow.
Kind of
Look at
dishes.
that big gun right there. It's a 45-70.
Yep.
Wow. Just your 38 serial. Huh. It might have been a 38 rifle. That's crazy. A lot of cool stuff in here.
Yeah.
German patch and jet buckle and patch. It's like
There's
World War
there's a little bit of
I
everything.
stuff. Yeah, there it is. You know, something like this right here, it's like that style right there. A bunch of the people back in the day, they had styles.
Mm-hmm.
These spurs are said to be one of the 7 pair that were made from Pancho Villa and his lieutenants. Ismael Mendoza of Grand Junction, Colorado, states that Pancho Villa gave his father a pair of spurs that are exactly like these. His father was a friend of Villa. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Billy the Kid room. Oh yeah, this is some of the stuff in here. It's pretty cool in here, actually.
This was made in St. Louis.
Really? Dang, that's cool.
Billy the Kid had his hair cut.
Really?
Yep.
Billy the Kid had his haircut right there.
On this, yes.
Wow. So he sat in that.
It was made in St. Louis. It was disassembled, shipped down here, but there was no rail going through here, so they had to stop at the cruises or whatever in New Mexico,
Right.
a few miles away, and brought here, reassembled. That's where he had his haircut.
Wow. Pretty cool.
This ain't it. I mean, there's a whole thing outside.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
There's old wagons.
Union Army uniform. Wow. During the Civil War. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It was pretty cool, too. I actually have a Civil War hat. Like a Union Civil War hat. It's like kind of broken, but it's pretty cool. I didn't even see any of that stuff over in here.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, I think this is the bathroom.
Bathrooms in here too.
Yeah. Kind of get like a view of the outside. That's cool, man.
That's what I said.
Billy the Kid with his butt teeth hanging out. Well, of course he wasn't. Yeah. So that, this stuff over here. Yeah, that's a really cool little couch right there. Old sucker too. That's pretty cool, man. CSA, that's cool. Is that the stucco right there?
What?
For display only. That's cool. Oh man, that is something. 2 bodies and 8 legs. Oh my goodness. You good? No? I think those are Indian things right there. This right here, I think that's just stucco. Huh. It's kind of smooth. It's a little rough, but it's kind of smooth, like a smooth kind of rough. Or as smooth as it can be for something that's kind of bumpy. But it's like very, very tiny. Ugh, that frickin' nature cow over there. Ugh. Yep. Oh, that's a child's casket. Okay. That's some bad juju right there. Bad karma, whatever you want to call it. Smelly age over here. Tortilla press. Huh. Apparently that was used to print hanging notices. Wow, Blackjack Ketchum. Dang, I didn't know Ash Ketchum had a brother.
Oh yeah. Damn. Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn. Ba-ba!
Dang. Bunch of typewriters in here. Bunch of cameras, some more guns over there. Got like a little dresser thing. Cap guns? Okay.
It's a cap gun collection.
So you think all those guns are over in that one room, you think they're all like concreted in, or they had the firing pins removed?
I doubt it. A lot of them won't shoot though.
Yeah.
A lot of them that will shoot.
Dang. Yeah, it's crazy with the amount of technology that's in here. Even though it's old, it's still pretty cool. Cat guns. Excuse me, Dad. We got these posters right here of Billy the Kid. Got some bottles right there. This flag was used from 1896 to 9709. That's 1909. Utah was the 45th state. Oklahoma was the 46th. 1907. So I guess that had 44 stars on it. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I know they've been wanting, like, some people have been wanting to turn, Puerto Rico, they wanted to turn that into a state. Yeah. Because then again, they get hurricane damage like almost every year. And it's like, why bother with that? Unless you build a bunch of infrastructure that, well, that doesn't have a lot of, or it's like hurricane resistant, and I say don't screw with it. Apparently apparently this is what Dad says, right? So apparently that's cool. Apparently like the aircraft carriers, they're immune to hurricanes pretty much. Crater. Oh wow, that's awesome. Who built that thing? Dang.
Wearing hoodies, long sleeves. It's not cold out. Jesus.
Yep. Not cold out at all. Got a bunch of carriages right here. Oh man.
What?
No, it's just that carriage right there. Just anything to do with like death. It just kind of.
That's pretty much what I said when I walked by. I don't like seeing. I just said I don't like seeing that stuff.
You know, there was a child's coffin on display.
Well,
It may not have been used,
that
but
doesn't
still.
really bother me.
Yeah.
I just don't anything associated with death after death. I just don't care. You see that better around this way.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll just get a view.
Go back inside.
Apparently, that's like a homesteader's shack early. It's like a representation of what one is. I don't know what the heck that is. Looks like some sort of fungus thing. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hey. Tom William H. Bonney alias. Is this?
just, I mean, this is cool stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not like, this is not what I was expecting to see at a Billy the Kid, you know,
Right.
museum and stuff.
Well, it's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, no doubt, definitely.
Yeah. You know, I will say for the Museum of the Rockies, that was a bit disappointing, but it was still kind of cool for what it is. It just, how about call it, like, Fossil Museum of the Rockies, or like
Something.
a history on fossilization in the Rockies, something. Just, I don't know, it just made me feel like really deceptive.
She's definitely on the scale.
Wow. Billy the Kid. The bars in this jail cell came from Dawson, New Mexico, mining town, northern part of the state. The jail cell was built here as a photo prop for people to enjoy. It has nothing to do with Billy the Kid. Yep. It is indeed. It is indeed. Looks like we got some old stuff in there. Buggies, blacksmith, shop, homestead shack. Oh, that's cool.
That's it. It's just a little bit of everything.
Blacksmith shop.
You kind of think that it's basically done, and then it opens back up.
Wow.
So you see these buggies still
Antique
coming out
car
there.
room?
Huh?
There's cars here.
I know. That's what I
Really?
said. It's a little bit of everything. It's actually pretty cool.
Okay, so this is kind of what a representation of like a homesteader shack in the early 1890s looks like. It's pretty cool. Ugh. Kind of smelled smoky in there.
Well, it's just that musty stuff.
It was like, what is that? Is that like a? That must be from the outside.
Oh yeah.
Billy the Kid. That's cool. Hang on, I'm in a picture.
Good.
Thank you. Just to see.
The damn light's kind of. That's a little hazy. Hang on a second. No, that's hazier too. Let's go sit that way. Well, it's still hazy.
Okay, thank you. You go over there. Come on.
See the hazy.
I do. No, come on. Right there. Back up a little bit, like to the, yeah. All right. Yes. Who cares if it's hazy?
What, see what I mean?
Yeah.
Cars in there.
19, wow, Ford truck. That's crazy. That's an old truck.
Yeah.
1923.
Yeah, still, too.
Model T Ford. Yeah, probably.
They're over 100 years old.
1952. Yeah, that's crazy.
These are, not this. These are.
That's a cool, good old cherry car right there. Hey, that's something. Kaiser, Manhattan.
Stop!
1923 Dodge. Pretty cool. What the? Diagram off the grave site of Billy the Kid. Okay, so that's the end of the tour. This is just like the gift shop area. Hey, by the way, there are machines over there. That thing, and then there's another machine over there for like anybody over 18 plus, right? And they're like old machines and they still work. Crazy. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is the, let's see, this is the Billy the Kid gravesite, right? We just got here. A bunch of other people are here. You can read that if you want to. Oh, the Chambers of Commerce thing is open. That's cool. Yeah. So, Laka County Commerce, Chamber of Commerce. We got the kid and so much more. That's cool. I'm on the outside. Okay, well, this is like the old fort gravesite. Dang. Yeah. Well, you gotta admit that was a pretty smart thing to do. A pretty smart. I did, yeah. I did. Yeah, who knows? Juanita Martinez Garrett. Dang, 19. That's crazy, man. Died at 19. That's sad. Okay, so this is, I don't know what this is over here. Let's see here. The Sandovals. Isaac Sandoval. Victoria G. Sandoval. I think that's, can you say the last name? Celestio Sandoval. I have no clue, Dad. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Peter Maxwell. That's cool. Other graves out here. Looks like quite a few Harris out here. Harris, dang. Definitely. Deluviana Maxwell. That's a gravestone right there. No, I'm just saying that was a gravestone over there. Broken. There's one way over there. Sir Senior Jesus Silva. Paul Burr to Billy the Kid. There could be like other grave sites right here.
Could be what?
Could be other grave sites right here. Could be at least over 100 people buried here. You never know.
Quite a few already here.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're not dying to get in. That's bad. Okay, so that is Billy the Kid.
That is two other friends.
That is crazy. Jack Daniels whiskey. And then got a beer right there. Man.
You see how on the side you can't see all of his stuff? It's because people fucking chiseled, when this was open, people had chiseled away at it to get a piece of, as a souvenir.
That sucks.
Yep.
I doubt anybody can be buried here now.
Oh no. No, not at all. Maybe if there was a family member.
Maybe.
Then this one.
Billy, maybe friend to Billy the Kid. All right, well, that's the grave sites. The grave site, that was pretty cool, actually. Hey, it was cool. Hmm?
These are yucca plants.
Oh, that's cool.
They're distant cousin of yucca plants from Mountain.
Cool.
Same species, different.
That's cool. I wonder what's in here. Oh. Wait a minute. Hi there. Good, good. Alright. Well,
I got lots of stuff I need to haul to the dumpster right now.
Well, if I'm back home, I bring my truck to my dump bed trailer and help you out.
Well, golly.
That's 800 miles away, so.
Where are y'all coming from today?
Say, Joe. Missouri. Missouri. Well, you have Billy the Kid, we got Jason James.
Yes.
Younger James.
it's true. Jesse James did die in St. Joe at his home, shot in the back of the head by one of his friends. I think what those guys were actually on a run. It's pretty cool. And this is actually very cool. Wow, we're in the Great Plains area? Dang. Changing landscape. I'll get a closer look at this. What's kind of cool is this place is free to enter. Kind of cool. But no, apparently this place is still under construction, so. Okay. Yeah, a lot of information here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really reading all this information. I'm reading some of it. So I'm like, for what it is, this place is pretty cool. I like this, honestly. I think I already got this. So I'm just gonna get that. Damn. Okay, I guess this is the construction room, right? As it shows. Still smell the paint in here. Step back in time. Okay. I gotta say, man, this is crazy. Maybe it was just this simple. But then again, I'm pretty sure this is just still under construction. Again, this is still pretty cool. I can feel my heartbeat, man. It is beating rapidly. There's an actual photo. Well, it's not an actual one. I think it's like a recreation of the picture. Maybe that was the original picture. That's a cool, simple poster, man. It's really cool. this is pretty much it. Okay, so the phone is going to be a little bit... hang on a sec. Okay, now we're at the Bosque Redondo place. You know, I'm not going to lie. I would just like to enjoy this museum without recording it. I mean, I like doing this kind of stuff, recording this stuff, but like... Oh, man, I feel like I just like go through this quickly. So screw it. I'm gonna do what I want to do, you know what I mean? Let me turn that on. Yeah, I'll just turn that on. I'm gonna pause. Okay. So apparently this museum, or this place, it's like, it tells you it gives you two perspectives, right? One from the actual ancestors, or the descendants, the descendants of the Nede, and then the Dene tribe, right? So you got like the youth there. Najgali Dene Ayed Okida, and yeah, I'm probably butchering the translation or the saying. I'm just doing it for fun. Yuto Yahud Zuhi Bi Ha'a Du Shadi Jedo Du Texas. Says no? The Nadena have always lived in southern, southeastern New Mexico and western Texas. Massacre.
You've got to watch the walls because that's where the history is. You're just literally looking at.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's cool. Okay, so this is a water jug, like that one, and then that one is a burden basket. I don't know what's that. That's kind of cool how like there's the the different translations, and you got the English version. Really cool. Apparently that's Chief San Juan. Yeah, circa 1885. It's pretty cool actually. Did that thing. Okay, I'm not gonna... I've already read that stuff, but it's pretty interesting. Language. Bosque Redondo takes its name from the towering cottonwoods along the winding stretch of the Pecos River. The U.S. Army set aside 1 million acres here as a reservation, quote unquote. Today it would be more accurately described as a concentration camp. Let's see. Languages shape our history and our understanding of it. Okay. A guarded compound designed to detain or confine political prisoners or members of national, racial, or ethnic groups for military or political reasons. Dene. Navajo word for the people. This name is used throughout the exhibit when discussing the Dene people or the people or language. The name Navajo is used when discussing the government, reservation, or territory. Spanish term for round grave, that's Bosque Redondo, round grove. The name described the cottonwood trees found along the Pecos River, named for the concentration camp in the 1860s. Fort Sumner, the U.S. Army established a fort in October 1862 to serve as the... Oh, dang, all that is in English. Huh. Mescalero, Apache word for people. This name is used throughout the exhibit when discussing the Nede people or language. The name Apache is used when discussing the government reservation. Agunu Yu. The Dene, Nede, term for imprisonment that can be used to describe the Bosque Redondo period. It translates to herding up and pinning like cattle. The Dene word for the Bosque Redondo, meaning a place of suffering, it loses some of its meaning and power when translated to English. A state of imprisonment, especially for military or political reasons. Internment. Reservation. An area of land reserved for and managed by a tribe of people, or a tribe of tribes, a tribe or tribes, under a treaty, executive order, federal statute, or administrative action. State of conscience, yeah. Place of memory, such as a memorial, museum, or historical site that creates a setting for the public to connect to the past to the present, and consider the lessons that history provides for their own lives. Long walk. The deportation of the Dene and Nede from their homelands to Fort Sumner in 1860, cultural genocide, the deliberate destruction of the culture, language, or religion of a people or nation for military, political, racial, ethnical, religious, or ideological reasons. Long walk. It's kind of cool. Hang on, okay. Shows you their homeland right there, right? And they're basically walking from like right there. Wow, that's crazy, man. The Long Walk is a series of marches over a 4-year period, starting primarily at Fort Stanton. Okay, the New Mexico territory, depending on which route the U.S. Army. 50 miles. Okay. Alright, check that out. That's pretty cool, man. Blanket. Leaving is an integral part of the night life. Wow. Yeah. I don't know what the heck that is, but that is cool. Crazy. Go to the Bosque Redondo, or we will pursue and destroy you. We will not make peace with you or on any terms. Scorched earth. Hell, you know what scorched earth means? Against the Dene, you're into Sherman's march against the South. Wow. Wow. Scorched earth. I gotta say, man, that sucks. I think that might also be a dress or something like that. I think that's like a dress or something, but I gotta say, that's a very beautiful piece of like clothing. That is. I think I need to record that real quick. There you go, you dumb camera. Then you got this over here. And you could honestly spend a long time here. Actually, anywhere. Screwed up what he did.
Everything up through here, but I've seen pretty shitty what they did to the Indian tribes.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The Bosque it's a grove of trees. And that's where they literally right here.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I feel like they did this and oh, that's cool. It's like a star thing or something.
Yeah.
I feel like this place intentionally, they intentionally put like the
Their
like
intention was to wipe them out completely.
oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying like nowadays. I'm talking like now. The government, I'd say, put the historical facts and the Indian tribes' experience, right? Wow.
These are just meows.
Dang. Yep. Ah, don't shoot. Crazy. I actually learned about that in college, about the, you know, them basically trying to transform like Indian children into like white people, like to act like them, to destroy their culture. That's not cool. Yep. Huh. That's cool. Okay. Billy the Kid souvenirs. Oh, I guess that was okay. Yeah, I did that. Wow. That's stupid. Okay, so we're in Roswell right now, right? I just took some photos, right? Have a German cross, and here we're at the. What's crazy is like the original plan. We get here like pretty decently late, probably 4 or 5 or so. We didn't even have time to check this out, We did. Anyways, it's the UFO museum. It's pretty cool, honestly. Main entrance right there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's the exit. Yeah, no, this is pretty cool. What it looks like. Just gonna head inside. Little UFO history. Okay, it's right here. There you go, Dad. Yeah, no problem. All right.
For the real aliens, where are they?
Back there.
I got you. Thank you.
All right. It's pretty cool. Video room entrance. I think it's right over there. Oh wow. Look at all this. What the heck even is this?
We had to type 40 words a minute to be able to hire on that little sucker like that. Yeah, deal with like that. Hell no. I even do it with a modern right now. I like the radio.
I was a public information officer, stationed
Haven't really done a lot of talking, honestly. Yeah, so I've just been kind of watching. It's creepy. You got a pretty. The bark.
Yeah, he was carrying a dog on his backpack, and somebody went up and just pet him without permission. And I was like, what? Always ask for permission. You always just make sure.
Right. That's stupid.
What else are we doing here?
I'm seeing some stuff.
Well, I mean, is it something that's going to be open till a certain time?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be open late.
Well, we need to eat. I ain't gonna eat. I don't want to like really eat early, but
I get that.
it's breakfast.
Yeah, hang on, let me get this real quick. Alright, NASA, that stuff. That stuff, okay.
Gift shop down there. More people buy.
I gotta love science fiction.
When the U.S. Army conducted the first detonation of a nuclear weapon, they signed the second Syrian massacre. The explosions destructive power was however about 22 kilograms of TNT. This meant Soviet searched the entire